Liz. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. For today's video, we're gonna be doing an in-depth review of the Paul Rubens Watercolor set, because I did do an unboxing video and first impressions and swatch kind of video of this, but I was too excited to even do some justice for the video, so I thought I'd make something more in-depth and something that you guys could understand without me being too excited. So first off, I do have already this sketch, and I was thinking I just transfer it to the watercolor paper, because this Canson paper is kind of what do you call this? It's kind of light and damages easily. So if I sketch straight out on this paper and then I do a lot of mistakes when sketching, and I erase a lot, so that would tear the paper and damage it, and it won't be good for painting anymore. So let's start maybe with the price of the watercolor set. So I bought this for 1,530 pesos. That is including the shipping fee. I don't know how much that is in dollars or in other currency. And I bought this from Shopee, and the seller was also from the Philippines, so it only took me about 2 weeks plus for it to arrive. And the outside look, it looks so cute. The colors, I just really love the pink, it's so cute, and the blues. And it came with a sturdy box and a cloth, the color chart, and the swatch card or swatch palette. And for the paints, they activate really fast. I mean really fast. And the pigments are really very colorful. I like the pigments. And once you apply this on the paper, it does dry fast and it lifts easily. So this can be good or bad depending on your style. If you do a lot of layers, then this can be somewhat of a disadvantage, because the layer underneath, even if it is dry, it will lift to some extent. I did have a lot of trouble mixing the skin colors, because I did get I already have been accustomed to a lot of color selection when I was using the Sakura Koi watercolors, because it did have a lot of colors that I can choose from to use for my skin colors, which compared to the Paul Rubens that only had 12 colors, I did have, it was not an easy thing to mix the skin tones, but I think I did justice to the skin tone in this one. The colors are bright, like for example, the yellows and oranges are very light. The paints are really creamy when activated, which kind of leads to me accidentally overloading my brush with paint, which kind of makes me feel bad, because it feels like I'm wasting too much paint. So a little goes a long way with this watercolors, because you just have to lightly take a little bit of paint from the pans. You don't have to scrape it to too much for you to get color and pigment. Right here, I am just adding some masking tape that I've cut out into circular pieces to mask out the shape of the bubbles, but it was kind of like a bad idea because I should have known. I've been using these masking tapes and it wasn't really doing a good job in the first place. It was my fault for trusting it. So again, it's always been an issue for me, the eyebrows, because for some reason I always fail at doing them. I guess I have to, I don't know, watch out when I'm doing the eyebrows because those eyebrows don't look good. I actually don't like how her hair turned out. I think it's too messy, and even though the background is something like water, I don't think the hair kind of does justice to the portrait, and the portrait does look very awkward for me. I guess I could have done better, but oh well. My favorite colors from this set would be the rose red and permanent violet, and also the two blues, which are the France ultramarine and Payne's gray. As I'm recording this a few days after I recorded the video, I did do a few more portraits, and I found myself liking this emerald green deep. I don't usually use green, especially in portraits, but I find this kind of complements the colors I mentioned before, like the permanent violet and Payne's gray. Also, the first time I saw this coal black, I was kind of skeptical because I don't usually use black ever. Like, I guess I do use blacks when I do line art, but I only do those with pens. But because the paints are very flexible, I can just take a few and then dilute it with a lot of water, and then I can get a very, very light gray. So that's that. You don't have to be scared of the black because it does look very dark. And also, a few days after I recorded again this video, I kind of had to go home back to the province, and one of the things that I bought home for travel was this Paul Rubens set to try out if it is good for travel, and unsurprisingly it is, because it did have those kind of like a ring for your finger at the bottom, so you can just hold it, and then it's very small, so it doesn't take up a lot of space from your luggage. And after I got back from the province, and I did drop this palette but luckily when I opened it, nothing was damaged. The paint did not crack, and even the tin can didn't even had any dents or anything. So that's very good because it is sturdy, and you can definitely use this for travel. And yeah. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, stay inside, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.